Welcome to Microbrew Gamers, all you brewmeisters out there. And tonight I'm going to talk about a few really cool things. Everybody knows that has watched my channel before that one of my favorite beers of all time has always been Hefeweisens, the favorite class of beer. And tonight I'm going to take a look at a northeastern brewery, UFO Brewery, and their raspberry. They're raspberry flavored Hefeweisen. So I'm excited to try that. I just popped the top. Haven't actually got into it yet. And I'm a big fan of RPGs, and I'm also a big fan of the long-standing Ys series, and I'm going to be reviewing Ys VIII, Lacrimosa of Dana. So, two awesome things, so I'm pretty excited about. So, the UFO Brewery, it's located in Windsor, Vermont, and in Boston, Massachusetts. So, there's two breweries under this company. Now, the UFO actually stands for Unfiltered Offering. And back in the 90s, the owners took a trip out to the Pacific Northwest, and they tried Hefeweisens with lemon for the first time and decided to take the fruit-flavored beers back to the Northeast. So the company itself, though, which is a cool story, is that they actually became employee-owned in 2014, which is really nice. So that's awesome. And, of course, the Hefeweisens are traditionally German beers brewed with a specific German yeast to get that clove and banana flavor that's typical of them, and they're warm brewed and everything else. But the this one they kept the traditional unfiltered Hefeweizen, but they added in some raspberry flavor. So it's supposed to be sweet and slightly tart. So let's try this out. It's not too sweet, but it does have that tart raspberry flavor, like not the fake raspberry flavor, but like the actual tart of eating a fresh, like real raspberry. That's really good. This is a refreshing summer beer. I mean, it's fall now, but this would really go good with a grilling during summer picnic. It's 4.8% by volume, so it's not one of the more alcoholic beers. It's pretty, I'd say low to mid range, so with the alcohol content, so not bad. That's really tasty. That's pretty good. I like that. So UFO has a variety of beers where they do they try to add some unique flavoring. So there's a whole list of beers. They do a winter blonde. They do a cranberry beer. A whole bunch. So there's a lot of flavors and fruits to choose from. So I'd recommend checking them out. Their beers sell at a bunch of liquor and beer stores. But like I said, if you're in the area, either Windsor, Vermont, or Boston, Massachusetts, check them out. I took a look at some of the pictures. And I'll have a link down below in the description to their website. It looked pretty nice. I'd love to go visit them. I grabbed this from my local wine and beer store down the road from me, and I want to get to the actual brewery because this is good. I'd like to try their cranberry one as well. That's tasty. All right, so next we're going to be cracking into, I'm going to start talking about the recently released Ys VIII, Lacrimosa of Dana. I did a unboxing, so I got the special edition. So this is the day one edition disc that came inside the actual case, and it had a lot of goodies. They actually did pretty good with the special edition, both for the Vita and for the PS4. The graphics are amazing in this. It's even very nice on the Vita. So they did a great job with the graphics, the sound, story, a lot of fun gameplay. Character development. The characters were, I'd say, almost a little stereotypical with the JRPGs, but you're kind of running out of ideas for characters at this point. But you had bratty princess doesn't like you at first. You've got your hero, and you've got just a lot of the stereotypical anime / JRPG types, personality types. So, but overall, this is a fantastic game, and let's crack into it. So this is the latest entry in the long-running Ys series. It is Ys VIII, Lacrimosa of Dana. And the series began, I believe, on the NEC PC back in 1987 in Japan. And it's had, of course, 7 other installments previous on numerous systems, from the NEC system to the TurboGrafx 16 CD, Super Nintendo, PS2, PSP games, and now the PS4 has, and Vita has this latest installment. The series has followed Adol Christensen, which is the redheaded character, and all of his adventures. Now, this game kicks off where they're helping out on a boat. They're basically part-time sailors when they get a little too close to the cursed island of Siren, which is uncharted, unexplored, nobody knows a lot about it, and a kraken sinks their ship. Adol wakes up on the island all alone and starts finding stuff like the captain and a few of the other survivors, and they start trying to build up a camp for survival, with the eventual goal of building a ship and getting the hell off the island. Now, basically, you can explore more of the island and do more things as you get more people, and of course, you can build more gear and better gear as you find more survivors. But at the same time, there's this also, with the exploration of this mysterious island, there's a past to it that is unseen so far, and that is where Dana comes in. This character that actually lived a long time ago on this island in a civilization that lived here long ago, and she sees the future, so she knows of Adol's existence, and Adol keeps dreaming of her, so he knows of her existence. And as he explores the island, he learns more about Dana and the past of the island. I'm not going to give any more spoilers. I'm going to try to avoid any spoilers for this game. But that's pretty much the initial storyline, what you got to do. And basically, for the gameplay, it's traditional Ys battle structure as far as fighting enemies. And you can swap characters, and of course, different characters have different abilities, which damage or don't damage enemies as well, depending on the type of gear they have. But you pretty much spend a lot of your time trying to collect gear, find other survivors, collect items, and try to build up this makeshift little town or camp, so you can eventually escape the island and get everybody back to safety. Now, this game had some really good points. The graphics are incredible. The rippling of the water is fantastic. The fishing aspect is a lot of fun. The exploration is great. The enemy battles are challenging and fun, and of course you swap characters to get the best combination and the most damage and do the breaks and everything else. The music and the sound is definitely a high point in the game. Really enjoy it. The storyline is great because it keeps you guessing what exactly happened to this island, what happened to the inhabitants, what's around every corner. So that's really nice. The character development I thought was a little shallow. Just because it seems like it's just using some more just stereotypes or archetypes from JRPG anime. You got your hero, you got your female lead that hates your character at first but starts to warm up. I mean, it's just a lot of bland character development, I think. But it might just be because I've played so many RPGs and you can only have so many types of personalities and characters. But it's not too bad. I mean, it's not that awful. It's just a little bit of a low point. But overall, this game is phenomenal. And it's also what's great about this game is it's not like it builds upon all the previous series, so if you start into it, you're lost or wondering what's going on. It's a great standalone adventure, so you could jump right in, even at this game, quickly get a handle, know what's going on, and play through and enjoy it without having to be left wondering and with a whole bunch of unanswered questions because of missing previous entries in the series. So that I thought was great. The only thing you get from it is that basically Adol and Dogi know each other and they're adventurers. So that's fantastic. And now I'm just going to leave you all with just a little clip of the video with sound so you can get an idea what the sound and the music is like. All right, enjoy.
Let's sail out onto that giant sea. I'm glad I met you guys, because I thought I was all alone on the Isle of Siren.
Excuse me, but can you keep it down a little? Are all sailors like this?
Well, that was fun. The game is fantastic overall. A few minor, points that I wish they'd improve, but overall, fantastic game. Great beer. Great beer for a picnic. I'm really digging this beer. I'm gonna have to try more of their beers, and I have to also try their brewery. So, if you like the video, please like and subscribe. And in the description below, I'm gonna have the website for UFO's Brewery and for Ys VIII for more information for everybody. And you all you brewmeisters out there, Prost.